Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Jacking the bitches, slapping the hoes. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, cold shoes and hook. I said, cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6. Soft top on a hard block, hard black snapback, shot town, white socks, bougie with the groupies like. I don't like thoughts, type of nigga shoot a 3 and 10s. Nice shot, wheels never stop, white walls, ride like we don't like laws. G in the sun dressed like she don't like draws in the driveway. Grandma say turn down the fucking noise. Pulled up to the park, about to fuck with my fucking boys. Car sitting sideways, how I parked it. Fire sparking like we some arsons. We got me coughing. Cypher done back in the front seat, that's my office. Moving in maneuvers, Coronas in the cooler. It's Long Beach, it get deep like scuba. More fish in the sea. Impalas hold my dollars, smoke scholars, roll proper. Oh, that's your chick shit, I had no knowledge. Hey, bitch, better wait, we roll by us. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Jacking the bitches, slapping the hoes. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, cold shoes and hook. I said, cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6. Now bounce. Yeah. 6, 4, cruising. Where they at though? 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 Where they at? Bounce, shit, bounce. West side. Just cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6.
Yeah, D-Nice.
Can I add you on the Snapchat?
Snapchat.
Can I add you on the Snapchat? I'm just really trying to bag that. Send me a picture of the Snapchat. Can I add you on the Snapchat? Can I add you on the Snapchat? Little street with a cute face. You just prep every day to show that real cake. Yeah. What's your name and your government? I'm just playing with that ass, girl. I be loving it. Keep the shit 100 when I'm deep. You just shine right, even though it's getting intimate. You just all hot. You just do it for the streets, I do it for the hood. Even though you out to shine, shit is all love. Back to the mission, nice, gotta get it. I'ma work this bad, bitch, till the game finished. Mommy call me daddy, but I'm Uncle Sam. In New York, you ain't heard shit, I been a man. Dressing all green like it's Peter Pan. Is it worth it? Is you worth it? Your lifestyle, shit is perfect. You about to let a young nigga earn it. This nigga fell in love, so that mean he turned it. Why you fuck niggas acting like it's nothing? Yeah.
in the same direction. It's the whole full. Yeah. The working man is the sucker. I got the raw for the sniffers, the gas for the puffers, the baggies for the pushers, the routes for the smugglers. Levee day fast, might not wait to see another. Let's get it. The working man is the sucker. I got the raw for the sniffers, the gas for the puffers, the baggies for the pushers, the routes for the smugglers. Levee day fast, might not wait to see another. Let's get addicted to the lavish, stuff the baggies for bragging rights. Mix the boy with the girl, hit the fiends with hermaphrodite. No, the next king, I smoke the best strains with chest pains. The lead spring, separate your organs from the membrane. East New York in my veins, soon as you aim, I bang back. Enough clout to put Fifth and Jai on the same track. Probably could've made tax and choice shoot the one on. Certified in the slums, ain't a strip I couldn't pump on. Seen niggas get done off, war scars, now it's your turn. Keep to your chest, give niggas much more than heartburn. I'ma watch y'all earn, then I'm sending the goons later. I walk around with dead niggas' jewels, I'm a tomb raider. Removed haters, always kept the toolie for spoon face. Niggas that'll ride for the guard, they crusaders. A-where you find us, the ghetto's behind us. If the eyes are the windows to the soul, I have your blinds shut. The working man is the sucker. I got the raw for the sniffers, the gas for the puffers, the baggies for the pushers, the routes for the smugglers. Levee day fast, might not wait to see another. Let's get it. Listen, nigga, wisen up, don't go for the glory. Cops will find holes in your corpse and look for holes in my story. I'm from East New York, homie, know you roll outside. Your tongue will be stuck to the pole cause it's cold outside. And at the same time, too hot to even post outside. Who's this new 4-5 to have your soul on rise? Niggas took over high rises, paid workers way blow. Never ask for names, cause when detained I don't say those. I push the range low, get lame sold and lay low. Stake the precinct out to see how boys looking plain clothes. Got the game sold with the nickel diamonds mad at me, cause I brought more weight than the elevator's capacity. And what the fuck you think we out here bubbling grams for? Get my brother bail up so he ain't stuck in the can long. Where I'm from, there's cook up instead of books in the jam sport. What makes it more fucked up, the nigga Trump is the landlord. I'm from the right, nigga. The working man is the sucker. I got the raw for the sniffers, the gas for the puffers, the baggies for the pushers, the routes for the smugglers. Levee day fast, might not wait to see another. Let's get it. The working man is the sucker. Picture me suiting up for an interview, man. Punching the fucking clock, sweating for the next. I'm done. I'm gonna invest in myself. Stupid motherfuckers. The working man is the sucker. I got the raw for the sniffers, the gas for the puffers, the baggies for the pushers, the routes for the smugglers. Levee day fast, might not wait to see another. Let's get it. The working man is the sucker. A nigga came from nothing, so I had to be a hustler. Flashbacks was tragic, hustlers bagging up the butter. This for all my real niggas that was trapped up in the gutter. I got ya. The working man is the sucker. What kind of man is you? What kind of man is you? No, he's anonymous. East New York. That niggas know what it is. Ugly. I'm done. I'm good.
First. No, I don't like talking.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
These niggas want war. Let's get it started. I call it them hitters, them shooters involved. They make you a target. I'm all of them stores, I'm lit in my drawers, I'm all in Versace. No stopping my bag, you get in the way, I'm catching a body. These niggas want war. Let's get it started. I call it them hitters, them shooters involved. They make you a target. I'm all of them stores, I'm lit in my drawers, I'm all in Versace. No stopping my bag, you get in the way, I'm catching a body. Nessie on beats, they don't want me on. Watch where you step, just don't brush me wrong. Javinci, my troop, got your budget on. Hop in the spaceship and blast off. Marijuana in a glass jar. Bad bitch in the ass off. Speaking my tens, I got 5 of them. VVS is on the side of them. V12s, I be driving them. I feel like a god in my city. My man just got knocked with the blicky. No bell with his lawyer, 150. Run up a check and he running it with it. Foot on the pedal, I mash out. Cash out, then I cash out. Versace bosses got my ass out. All in the penthouse, she feeling herself. Hop in the V, ain't no ceiling in. Ain't showing no love, just give me the drugs and make me a millionaire. She all in the penthouse, she feeling herself. Suicide, I be killing myself. These niggas want war. Let's get it started. I call it them hitters, them shooters involved. They make you a target. I'm all of them stores, I'm lit in my drawers, I'm all in Versace. No stopping my bag, you get in the way, I'm catching a body. These niggas want war, and let's get it started. I call it them hitters, them shooters involved, they make you a target. I'm all of them stores, I'm lit in my drawers, I'm all in Versace. No stopping my bag, you get in the way, I'm catching a body. Put these niggas in a body bag, coroner zip him up. Window down, let the system bump. Getting brain while I twist a blunt. Snakes in the grass got me wearing them. I like my bitches in twos. I hit the club and I leave with a pair of them. All of this water just like an aquarium. Different breed, no comparing them. Money talk, I ain't hearing them. Make a movie, I be daring them. My shooter homie just beat a body. When he come around, we don't speak about it. Hop in the ride and we spinning. I make you a target, you finish. Poppers, I'm covered in spinach. I can't stop fucking these bitches. She wanna leave, I don't chase her. I'm sipping this Henny, no chaser. My foot on the gas, I be racing. These niggas want war, and let's get it started. I call it them hitters, them shooters involved, they make you a target. I'm all of them stores, I'm lit in my drawers, I'm all in Versace. No stopping my bag, you get in the way, I'm catching a body. These niggas want war, and let's get it started. I call it them hitters, them shooters involved, they make you a target. I'm all of them stores, I'm lit in my drawers, I'm all in Versace. No stopping my bag, you get in the way, I'm catching a body.
That's interesting.
All right, good.
Hola, everybody.
Hey.
It's your girl, Kim Dynasty. I'm trying to get down this little bit of pizza. Yeah, it sure is a cold Monday. I miss you guys. I'm back.
There you go.
I'm back from Germany. I had a great time. It was phenomenal. Germany is beautiful. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Mojo's, which is the club I went to when I saw Ghostface. It was super dope, super lit. Shout out to Trifecta 718. Shout out to Ghostface. There was people from the club that hit me up when I got back. So shout out to all of them. So much has happened. So much. Shout out to Debonair. I was at his listening party Saturday night. It was super dope. Brought my son out. We had a great time. The vibes was wonderful. Shout out to him. We're going to get into some music by Debonair tonight. A couple of bonus joints that he was able to bless me with. Shout out to Alter Ego Salon. I did the holiday pop-up shop out there. We had a good time. Prophet tried to set me up, try to make me buy wine from Walgreens, but I knew better. And I got some real wine.
Ain't nobody ever gonna believe that shit. Nobody.
Was we not on the phone when I was at Walgreens?
And I said you never buy wine from Walgreens. What is your problem?
Well, I went to.
Like for real, like
What?
yo, when you drink cheap alcohol, you get the only headache.
No, I don't believe that.
Dude, I'm dead serious. Yo, turn my mic on. She already.
Cheap wine is good wine too. Wine is wine.
No, wine is not wine. I don't care what you say. You see that? My mic is so hot. I don't know what you're talking about. But it's like you buy a cheap wine and you buy a good wine. Should go down different. It tastes different. Everything just changes. You could buy an $1,800 bottle of wine and put it next to a $6 bottle of wine, and you can taste the difference. It's like buying E&J and buying some high-end brandy. You're gonna taste the difference. You drink E&J. E&J stood, when I was growing up, Easy Jesus. Because you was calling for that motherfucker after you drank that shit the next morning. I'm telling you.
Well, I wound up getting, I think it's called Yellowtail.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, I know what Yellowtail is.
See? And I got it from the liquor store.
What, $12 bottle of wine?
Don't worry about it. Just know I got the 2 bottles.
$9.99.
Whatever. I got the wine.
Never shop at Walgreens for no damn.
Well, I don't know. I don't drink, so I ain't know what I was doing. So I got the wine from a liquor store. They were very appreciative of it. I don't know if they're gonna drink it or regift it, but that's okay. Shout out everybody that was at Alter Ego Salon. Shout out to Charlene. Thank you for having me. To your staff and all the vendors that was there. We're going to get into a lot. My special guest tonight is Prophet.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. He's on the Kim Dynasty Show.
Look for me in the cameras, y'all.
Prophet Tino. We're going to get into it today.
I don't know why.
So how have you been? Because I haven't seen you in God knows how long.
Well, the world is great. The universe is in alignment. And Prophet Pete is going to keep on doing what he do. Fuck the haters. Fuck the ones that ain't ones. That try to be ones. And fuck the internet gangsters. Don't ever in your life try to come for me on the internet. Right? I may look like this normal, regular, run-of-the-mills. Yo, I'm the nigga you see on the block. But if you want to push my IT skills, every time you Google your name, chlamydia is going to show up.
Oh, my God.
Like, stop playing with me.
Oh, my
Stop
God.
playing with me. Like, don't do it to yourself.
With that being said,
Clap. That's all they're going to do. When they think of you, they're going to clap. Clap.
With that being said, if
Clap.
anyone is interested, we definitely got slots available. So definitely reach out to Prophet. Interviews, rotation. You want to test your skills at radio? Hit up Prophet.
And if you think you a DJ, you could battle me. Try again.
Oh my God, here we go. So you ready for my questions?
What questions?
All right. So first we're gonna get into some current events. And I know that you are of a certain maturity. So I know you'll be able to...
I'm not old like you.
Yeah.
Certain maturity.
What you like, 92? And
No, you're like 114 and
whatever.
I'm 32.
Nah, negative. So I don't know if you saw, because I had posted about it on Facebook, but I just wanted to touch upon it. What's up with your boy Dame Dash? What's going on now?
I don't know.
Like, he seemed to be wilding.
About what?
In the news. Well, I know that he got locked up on some child support stuff or whatever. And, but that's not what I was concerned about. I'm concerned because he's got this victim complex or something like that, where everybody's after me, everybody's attacking me, everybody's this, everybody's that. And I know you came up, we both came up in the 90s where, Rockefeller
Dame Dash was
big,
down the
big,
block
big.
for me when I was growing up.
Okay, so speak on it. Like, what's going on? Like, he's like the new Kanye. He seems like, well, has he always been Kanye?
Well, he probably always been, but I would say this. When you hit a certain level in your life, like, believe it or not, people are gunning for you. Like, people are coming for you. So, it's not that far-fetched that I wouldn't say necessarily the victim, but they are coming for him. Yeah, it's one of those things, unfortunately, when you got money, like, you got money, and when you come from a certain place, people don't want to see certain things happen.
So, wait, but at what point do you take accountability? Because he was talking about how he made Lee Daniels, he made Jay-Z, he made Kanye, he made Rachel Roy, his ex-wife. And I'm like, okay, at what point do you start saying, okay, they're not coming for me, I just need to set my shit up, and I need to get my shit together? I mean, he looked very dapper, he looked like he was put together, but everything, now he got like an emotional support dog, and he going around with, like, what is going on?
Well, mental illness is real. I'm just saying. It don't matter. We all know you have one.
Whatever.
That
shit is game.
No, it's not. It really isn't. Like, Damon Dash is a marijuana smoker, so he probably suffers from all types of shit. But if you think about it, he probably does. Look, I know if I had to worry about my $1 million in the bank, I'll probably have to blow one down every morning too. Because I'm like, if the bank shuts down tomorrow and I got $12 million sitting in the bank. Out of that $12 million, the only thing I'm getting back is $250,000.
Not for nothing. He's a businessman, right? And I want to believe he's a very smart businessman. It just seems like some of the decisions he's making, like he was like, oh, well, they filed for this here and then they locked me up here and they knew I wasn't going to be in town. I'm like, okay, but at what point do you say enough is enough? I'm going to take control of the situation because the situation is getting out of control. It seems like he's always finding himself in something. And then I'm sitting up there watching the news like, yo, you bugging right now because everything is me, me, me. They're doing this to me, the culture vultures, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, dang. When are you going to sit back and look at yourself and reflect and say, okay, I need to get my shit together because shit is out of control?
But why? Why should you do that? You listening and you watching, right? He doing what he need to do. So him saying, yo, I'm the victim is going to have you watching. He mentioned Jay-Z, he got you watching. He mentioned Kanye, you watching. Like, he mentioned whoever else that's in the limelight, you watching. He talk about how he got fucked out of Rockefeller. You listening. He talks about how Jay-Z did the football thing and he was some snake shit, but that's what Jay is. Boom, you listening. They make memes about the shit. The motherfucker got his own little series where he talk about how to deal with diabetes.
Yeah.
And all that.
I didn't know that
sugar
part.
And all this and that. All the stuff that he does. When you go to radio stations, it's the same thing. It's controversy. On top, people don't like to listen to easy-going stuff. They want to hear people bicker, fight, and battle.
So drama wins.
All the time. It wins all the time. Look, if they were talking about planting rose petals on the fucking news, would you watch?
No.
No. You want to know who got shot today, who got robbed. Should I come out my house? Should I buy extra water? Or is the world going to end and do I need to buy bread? That's what when you turn on the news, you're not looking for nothing good.
Well, I like to listen to the good news sometimes.
Because I bet you if I got on air and I started airing everybody out that I felt did me a certain type of way, I bet you everybody be tuning in. People be like, yo, this nigga Prophet talking about you. And all that. It'll get crazy in here.
We're going to have positive shows from now on.
Nah, Thursdays is going, yo. I'm coming for your neck Thursdays on the spot.
Oh, my God.
If I don't like you, you're going to find out about it on Thursdays.
That's not nice.
You heard? Gang.
So, let me get to another topic that came up that kind of irritated me, too. And I don't know I know we talked about it briefly on the show, but I don't know how you feel about this. But if you've been watching the news, you know that one of R. Kelly's girlfriends is coming out saying, oh, yeah, he did abuse me. He did this. He did that. After she was on TV, after she was in the movie, all this, that, and the other, saying, nah, I'm good. He loves me. He treats me wonderfully. I'm happy. I want to be here. My parents is tripping.
Okay.
So, like, you believe her?
That money done dried up.
That's exactly what happened. She's like, wait, hold up.
Uh-huh.
This nigga done had to pay all his money in back child support.
Uh-huh.
Nigga ain't buying me my Fendi, my Louis, my red bottoms. Nigga ain't beating it up like he used to.
He in
'Cause
jail,
now-
right?
Huh?
He's still in jail, right?
I don't fucking know, is he?
I guess so.
See? So, it's like, nobody wanted to hear, I'm not the victim, I love him, he loves me. Now she's like, damn, I thought I was going to get some checks after that.
Nope.
And now she like, uh-oh, I'm a victim, he done did it to me. Now she in the limelight, everybody watching her, everybody looks for the come up.
Is there a possibility that she could be telling the truth?
Even if she was, she done sat in it. Like, accountability. You chose to stay there. That nigga was pissing and shitting on you like he was doing the 13-year-old little girls back in the days. And now you done said he wasn't doing it and it was all out of love. And you had a little teammate at the same time. Y'all two was really gun-ho.
Right.
Right,
Her
it
and
was
the other
two of
chick.
y'all.
They was
Right.
crying on TV and everything.
Nah,
I don't
R. Kelly,
understand.
that's my man. Get out of here. R. Kelly, every female man. That's it. He ain't just yours.
He ain't exclusive to nobody.
No. So, look. Sometimes you just gotta look where the story started and where the story ended and what happened in between.
But does this make it hard for other women to come forward and be like, oh, yeah, he did this to me because, I mean, now you didn't sat up here and said he didn't and he did. You got your parents outside with signs and shit. Like, now it makes it harder for the next shit to come up.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
I'm so scared.
I'm gonna say this. Nah, not for nothing. No, I'm gonna say this.
Jay, I'm so scared.
I told you, look. Alright, not for nothing. If any woman that has dealt with R. Kelly after 1993, you knew what you was getting yourself into. Because this R. Kelly stuff is not new. So, you can't play the victim 10 years later when you knew what you was getting yourself into.
So what is it about these women? Like, is it that they're just fanatics? They just want to come up? Like, what is going on that would make you say, fuck my whole family, fuck my life, I just want to be with him, that's it, that's all? I mean, because you know why? Because not for nothing, we make fun of certain races when people do crazy shit. So now when it's us, we like, well, didn't you read the news? Didn't you hear what he did to the little girl? Didn't you see the movie?
That was R. Kelly in that video getting fellatio from that young ass girl. I saw it.
I didn't see the video.
Allegedly, I saw it.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like
Child pornography.
Child pornography. So
Yeah.
allegedly, I saw it. So, but they said she wasn't 13. She was of age. So then it really wasn't child pornography. I don't fucking know.
No, because the girl disappeared.
Well, see, that shit happens sometimes when your bread is long. Now, I understand this, and you want to know why people do what they do. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? In order for an individual to survive, there's a study on it. Need food and shelter. And then there's other things that come after that. But if you don't have that stable home and that food, you're not going to be able to operate. So a lot of these women that deal with R. Kelly came from broken places. But one thing he could provide is a home with you and 50 other chicks. And some food. And you get some sex. And you might not just get sex from him. You might get sex from his entourage. Or some random niggas. Or whatever. Either way, you getting the 3 things you need to live. Food, shelter, and sex. Boom.
But you could get that in jail.
You could. That's why a lot of niggas go there. Especially now. Niggas is getting locked up.
I'm about to say.
They like, oh shit, it's snowing tomorrow. They go catch a robbery or something. They go central booking. Then they go to the Tombs.
Yeah, do
Then
3,
from the
6
Tombs,
months.
then they go to Rikers Island. They sitting there for 6 months. They already know what they
Out
gonna
by
do.
the summer.
I go in. I get my body right. I'm going to go do some push-ups. I'm going to start flexing. I might find me a boo thing. Might be a female CO. Or it might be my inmate, cellmate. You know, it is what it is. Depends on what you like.
I got to rethink my guess.
I'm telling you. I told you. I don't even know. I don't understand why you brought me on till you wanted to talk to me. Because I got shit to say. If you want to be a sausage smuggler and you want to be on the low, you commit a robbery, you go to jail, you got your booze in it.
Free sex.
I'm telling you, free sex.
So,
3 hots in a cot, too.
Oh, my God.
You get 3 hot meals, a cot, and some sausage.
Okay, so back to R. Kelly and the chick. All right, so, I mean,
You ever think R. Kelly tried a man before?
No, because he had that girl. Well, no. That was the question me and my friends had. We was like, so no little boys wanted to sing? Like, it had to be some dudes that wanted to sing.
Nah. I don't know.
Which you don't think?
I was a little leery about the trapped in the closet situation, but good thing he came out with the video to go with the joints.
Right. You ain't know where he was going with it.
Yeah, trapped in the closet. Like, my dude, you trapped in the closet?
No, but real talk, like, you know, and people who I know who are from the area, they've told me like people were bringing their kids to him, even people who they knew their kids couldn't sing. So why wouldn't you bring like if I had a like not him, but if I had a little boy that was an aspiring singer, why wouldn't I bring him to R. Kelly?
All right. Now, I will tell you this again. Anyone that knows R. Kelly and knows his music, I refuse. If I had sons, I would refuse to bring my sons to R. Kelly with your mind telling me no, but your body's telling me yes. I don't want that type of situation for my son. Right? So all these things that R. Kelly has put out there, anyone that's ever come across him knows that that's who he is. You can't fault the man to an extent for you getting involved in a situation when you know what the situation is when you walked into it. If you came into a room and R. Kelly said, "Hey, you want to be part of this?" Because there has to be a conversation that happens. You want to be part of this? You got to stand on that line, wear this mask, don't look at my face, stand 2 inches from the person in front of you, and don't let the person behind you touch you. So it's 2 inches, 2 inches. That's 4 inches in circumference. Nobody touches you. And now, if you with it, you with it. You stay. If you not, you go. And if you leaving, you sign this NDA, and you bounce.
Is this the industry, do you think?
It is.
So there's more R. Kellys out there.
There is.
We just don't know about it.
That's right. Because their checks
that's true.
Their checks is long. See, R. Kelly was fucking up for a little bit. R. Kelly went broke. He wasn't putting out music for a while.
I think he slipped up with the videos.
So, he was feeling a certain type of way, surviving R. Kelly. Somebody said, "Yo, here's this opportunity. You can make money." He self-incriminated himself with a lot of this shit. So now they came for him, but they've been coming for R. Kelly since the 90s.
Yeah. Like
that's the only one that's, and he's in jail, and he's not in jail for the sexual things. He's in jail for child support.
Yeah. They figure they're gonna get him on something.
For what? Almost a $250,000 he owing child support.
And I think some woman paid it originally, but then she want her money back or something.
You ain't getting your money back from child support. Trust and believe, I know.
So, I guess the long and the short of it is in this industry, if you got money, you're capable of doing a lot without getting caught or possibly getting caught.
You silence the mouth of which you are penetrating.
Jay. Oh my God.
She wanted me on air, right? I was going to sit back here, relax, and do what I do every week. You wanted to talk to me. I got shit I want to talk about. I wasn't on Wednesday or Thursday last week, so I got a lot of stuff to say.
Oh, my God.
See? So you think about it, but think about the industry. If we're talking about the industry and you talk about, and we're not just talking about music industry, we're talking about the entertainment industry.
Entertainment all over.
Right? Because there was a lot of things that happened. I wonder, was it earlier this year or late last year? There was a lot of stars, actors, movie producers, movie directors, artists that were in the news for
sexual assaults,
yeah. Underage boys, this, that, and the third, that whole, like the whole thing with sexual misconduct. I'm going to touch you, you get this role. I'm going to touch you, this can happen.
Yeah.
And things like that. Where it's crazy because there were actors that were no longer able to do certain things or whatever. People came out and they said, "Hey, this is what he did to me 10 years ago. That's how I was able to get my start." But nothing ever happened. There was no charges brought up. Nobody got arrested. But R. Kelly was in the news for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
For having sex with multiple women that consented to it. These are consenting adults.
Yeah.
All right?
Possibly underage, may not have been underage.
Right.
Nobody knows.
But you're playing around with a young boy that was underage and he said, "Hey, he touched me, and he played with my balloon knot." You know, like stuff like this
Oh my God.
is real. Like he said it, he did it, he could describe it. This is how he made me feel, and then he says because of the interactions with him, now I want to be with men.
But see, I think that I don't know it. I don't ever want to discredit anybody who's ever had any type of sexual trauma, anything sexual assault, anything like that has happened to them. But it makes it difficult for the people who have been. When you get people that be like, nah, he didn't, but then he did. You know, when the money run out, and then you got in the entertainment industry. I think it was Ray J. It was somebody that said, "You think R. Kelly's the only one? You think Harvey Weinstein's the only one? Like they all over in this industry. Like you blink your eye, they with somebody."
All right, like you think about it, the whole Kim Kardashian and the Ray J thing could have went a whole different direction if Kim Kardashian didn't get on the way she got on after that video leak.
Right.
So it's I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna consent to this, but if things don't go a certain way, then I'm gonna scream rape. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do that. And it's like it happens so much that it in a way it kind of takes that shock factor out when somebody really does. So yeah, people that go and consent to these things and then later on it's like, yeah, I was with it, but now I'm not. It kind of does take away from the people that really go through the trauma.
Okay, because like another example, remember when Mimi from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta came out with that video? You know, she was with the shower rod. Like, she was on the show crying, talking about she don't understand, his bag got stolen, she don't understand how the video got leaked. And then come to find out, she the one at the table signing the documents that they was going to do this movie. Like, and that, you know, also goes back to crime victim and stuff like that. Like, when does it end? Like, because you fucking it up for other people that's really victims. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really get put out there and played and stuff like that. All for money? Is it really worth it in the end?
I would tell you this. The lack of money is the root of all evil. It's not money is the root of all evil. It's the lack of. Because motherfuckers that got money don't be going out doing wild, crazy shit. It's the people that don't have it that will do anything to get it or feel they don't have enough of it. So if you have a millionaire that wants to be a billionaire, of course, it's the lack of money that's going to have him fucking snatching up little Mexicans from the other side of the border and bringing them here for illegal labor and then dropping them off. And then when it's time to pay them, he called ICE to snatch them all up and take them back home. You know, it's one of those type of things. Just like if you in the hood, it's not the drug dealer that's getting all the money that's robbing people. It's the corner boy that's not making as much as the distro that is out there scheming and plotting to come up.
Okay. So with that being said, something else came up in the news. And this was real interesting to me. Meek Mill's new artist, and me and Chemistry's had this conversation. Meek Mill's new artist, Young Ro. He's getting clowned out by a whole bunch of people, including Blueface. I don't know why, because Blueface ain't nothing I'm impressed with. That's just me personally. Because he has made the executive decision that he's not going to get the chains, the cars, whatever the case may be, because he want to provide for his family. So that's where his money going. So now he's getting clowned out because he don't want to do all those things that, I guess, what is it called? The hip hop starter pack.
No, it's the rapper starter package.
Okay.
You get the gold chain, you get the cars, you buy the house, and you get the bitches. That's it. And then all that equates to you being broke before you even make money on your first project.
And I was explaining that to Chemistry. But so, like, is that a thing? Like, I mean, you even shared the video where, who was it again? Was talking about, everybody go back. Everybody that go broke in the industry is because they doing this, that, and the other. They trying to keep up with an image. And Blueface is online on Instagram and different social media sites talking about, you played yourself. You're supposed to come out with an image. You're supposed to look like this. You're supposed to have that. Are you serious?
Those are the ones. All right, I couldn't even tell you one song Blueface put out. I probably never heard one of his songs.
You have.
Tatiana?
Yeah, that's Blueface.
Oh, that's Blueface? Okay, alright. You was alright, bro.
No. That's only because Cardi on it. Other than that.
No.
It was an alright track because it was a real ghetto hood, like real, like it was a ghetto track. It was. It definitely a hood track. I would say he don't say much. He's not a lyricist or anything like that. But of course, the individual like that lacks skill or lackluster has to portray an image so that people follow them based on their image and not on their talent. Now, if you look at the ones in the industry that are very talented,
right,
they do not need a gold chain. You got Wiz Khalifa, J. Cole. You got
Kendrick. That's what we were
Kendrick
talking
Lamar.
about.
Like you have those that they'll come out. I just saw a video the other day with Kendrick. It was probably an old video. It might have been a new video. I don't fucking know. All I know is that in his video, he was wearing some camos and a motherfucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's it.
And what showcased the video wasn't what he was wearing or what was being showcased. It was the lyrics, the beat, and the image he was portraying with his lyrics and the visuals. And that was it.
Do you think people or artists that come out and they have that mindset that there has to be a look, there has to be that, this, that, and the other, do you think those are the ones that are like, they don't last? They
don't last. They don't. Look, Tekashi got that $10 million deal sitting on the table when he come out. But what is he can't talk about the same things no more. So how long is he going to last? Where he going to come out with it? I'm a snitch. That's gonna be his next joint.
Yeah.
Like his fucking
the whole album.
The whole album. I'm a snitch. Come and get me. I'm a snitch. Like what is he gonna talk about? What somebody's paying him to die. I've said it before.
Yeah.
They paying him
allegedly,
to die.
Allegedly, we don't know that. We're not putting that out there.
Look, man. You think Suge Knight brought Pac over to just have him make music? He already knew what was going on the East Coast with Pac and everything else and fucking and all the beef and how people wasn't really supporting him.
Right.
And when he brought him over to the West Coast, the tracks automatically was coming at the East Coast. It was like, yo, we better than you. Pow. Shots fired. So he already knew I signed him, anything happened to him. And he's not the first artist to ever get killed.
No.
To where their record sales shot up and the record labels made all the money. It's like, it's an algorithm. You hot, you have beef, you die.
Is the algorithm
I make
to hip
more money.
hop? To hip hop artists? Algorithm
to hip hop artists. No, algorithms to record labels making more money. We create controversy. I was just talking about this the other day. There was an era, a period in time where everyone had a rap beef.
Yeah, a diss record.
It was like I'm like,
who was it? It was
beefing with that one.
Yeah.
And
it was
just,
like Cassidy and from Philly, from Freeway.
Freeway.
And then it was
Beanie Siegel, Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
50 Cent, Jada Kiss, G Unit,
50
the
Cent,
Lox.
everybody.
Well, yeah, you know, hood. But 50 knew if I sit there and I start beef with everybody, then all the attention is going to come on me because I'm new. The art of getting robbed was one of the best things that 50 did when he came out because he was talking about robbing male and female artists. He ain't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So there's an algorithm to get put on as a rapper, and there's an algorithm to make a lot of money at a label. And if you really want to be in the forefront, you start beef with everybody no matter what you're doing. Talk shit. People gonna listen. That's it.
And so we gonna close out this segment of current events because apparently that's what you're saying. Dame Dash's premises and it's working.
It works. I'm telling you. I think Dame Dash needs to eat a little more, but probably because his diabetes, he can't. But that nigga got a bobblehead, real skinny body. He look like a lollipop. But
you know what?
Jay,
Jay,
I'm just saying, yo, Dame Dash, you look like a lollipop. What up?
Oh God.
What up?
All right, we'll be back with more of the Kim Dynasty Show, WEMS Radio. Stay tuned. We'll be back. We about to get into what next up?
I don't even know what time it is.
We need to be getting into next up. It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Oh,
7.
I got Debonair joint right here.
All right, we're gonna get into Debonair's joint right now. Which one is this?
Stroll.
Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah,
Debonair.
that dopamine. One false move. Talk. Hey yo, I've been looking for a win like a burglary. Flexing heavy at the weigh-ins for I'm serving them. He got involved and had to weigh in, now they search for him. After pops he missing from the weigh-ins, bro, certainly. The booth is therapy, I almost like church for me. What else? I ain't Jesus, but the congregation work for me. That boy good, had your mama in her purse for me. Probably wanna twerk for me, or move a couple perks for me. Everybody Tony Montana, soprano dancer. Screaming they a boss when you press them, they never man. Get into a bag, ain't even setting his mans up. Wonder why his mans is eager setting his family. Smelling on you. Now they plotting like Uncle Ice. Pointing fingers, they sending fingers, this can't be life. Y'all copycats, I'm paid in full, you copyright. Your life a movie, but you don't own the copyright. One false move and we rolling on them. Before they knew it, bing, boom, yeah, we stole it on them. Too cold, yeah, I know, y'all be strolling on them. With a vibe, trying to slide, getting low on them. One false move and we rolling on them. Before they knew it, bing, boom, yeah, we stole it on them. Too cold, yeah, you know, I'm strolling on them. With a vibe, trying to slide, getting low on them. Yeah. I'm sharp with the fade like Lil Boosie. I ain't talking cuts, but uppercuts and leave you woozy. I could go from bumping 21 to bumping juicy. I could go from your day one to you never knew me. Nowadays they got less bars and hella jewelry, and they singing like Chris Brown in front of the jury. Ain't no stopping me, boy, different anomaly. A born prophet, I can't a profit off of my prophecies. All I hear is opportunity, you fooling me. If it ain't game, it's the green light or a move for me. All that good money talk, don't be moving me. That drip it get you drowned in this town. Cut the foolery. You better cut it out. One false move and we rolling on them. Before they knew it, bing, boom, yeah, we stolen on them. Too cold, yeah, I know, y'all be strolling on them. With a vibe, trying to slide, getting low on them. One false move and we rolling on them. Before they knew it, bing, boom, yeah, we stolen on them. Too cold, yeah, you know, I'm strolling on them. With a vibe, trying to slide, getting low on them. Get low, get low. One false move. Get low, get low, get low. One false move and we rolling on them. City.
We make it, carnal. We don't fake it, we just take it. Cause it's la primera, sissy. Always has been, always will be. Welcome to the clica, carnal.
Grip the mic like a weapon, go hard every session. I grew up, Mobb Deep, Nasty Nas, Smith & Wesson. Simple-minded fools, they don't ever pay attention. Breaking all the rules, selling out, no question. Everybody trapping, fake niggas bout to crumble. Birds making money off of words that they mumble. Fuck a OZ, bout to cop another bundle. Struggle to survive, stuck in the concrete jungle. Bloodsport, smacking these critics with full force. Homicidal thoughts, no regret, no remorse. Grimy like murder, extortion, and divorce. Lost in the world all alone with no support. Fuck society, anger and stress equal anxiety. Never floor shoes on my neck for notoriety. Never been a quitter, so I never miss sobriety. Recognize, show some respect or die violently. Good Lord, show some mercy, cause in the hood we stay thirsty. I heard the gates, they look pearly. What's really good, why you reaching so early? Good Lord, show some mercy, cause in the hood we stay thirsty. I heard the gates, they look pearly. What's really good, why you reaching so early? Infiltrate the battlefield, conquer in the front. I'm surviving, growing up in the hood, running for one time. Tech 9, shattering lives while bodies multiply. Battle cry, sacrifice the heads, watch them crucify. Do or die, whatever it takes, I gotta stay alive. Shady like the rest of the world, I never socialize. Organized confusion, life's a mess, feeling traumatized. Shutting down the government, now everybody paralyzed. Grave digger, nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. Analyze until I figure out the final outcome. From the woods up north, back to the shiesty slums. Life polluted by drugs, money, sex, and guns. What happened to humanity? What happened to the love? Fucking president is crazy, Mother Nature need a hug. Global warming's been reality, I never hold a grudge. Throwing middle fingers up like fuck the jury and the judge. Good Lord, show some mercy, cause in the hood we stay thirsty. I heard the gates, they look pearly. What's really good, why you reaching so early? Good Lord, show some mercy, cause in the hood we stay thirsty. I heard the gates, they look pearly. What's really good, why you reaching so early? Poetic when I speak, every verse flow deep. Vigilante when I creep, I'm a product of the street. Never weak, steel toe when I'm stomping the concrete. Competing with the best of them, I always bring the heat. Have a feast, stay grinding, all I wanna do is eat. Motivated by the moon, so I really never sleep. Catch me laughing in your face when I'm handing you defeat. Every man for himself in the belly of the beast.
Our clica, our barrio, our families, that's all we gotta say.
Got a lot of heart, got not maybe too much. You always gotta give it your best shot, you know?
Fuck it, home. La primera.
Hey Tracy, it's simply Avery. I miss you so much. I was wondering when I was gonna see you again. I don't know why you keep ignoring my calls, but call me back.
You just another side chick. Probably shouldn't blow up my phone. You just another side chick. I call you girl when I'm all alone. Here we go with this again, running at them lips again, trying to cause a scene. Wanna call that girl a witch again. Tripping, what the heck are you thinking? You blowing my line. You know she be lying, can't stop tweaking. You doing way too much. Got time for a reason, baby. Onions is only coming for the weekend, baby. Oh, I see. You mad cause I won't make you my girlfriend. My girlfriend. You can get your butt. I mean it, baby. Toss right back to the hood. Ain't no shame in my game, I swear. I'm temptation for a reason, baby. Don't get it twisted. I can find another you in a minute. Ooh, you just another side chick. Probably shouldn't blow up my phone. You shouldn't go. You just another side chick. I'll call you girl when I'm all alone. You just another side chick. I'll probably just drive you to the game. You just another side chick. I don't even remember your name. She praised me off a chair. Massages are so lovely. She never has to call my phone. Knows that when I reach out that it's on. It's going down. My pimpin' strong, my pimpin' strong. Better find your tune, cause that's not the song. Never fall in love, what we agree. Just smoking on occasionally. Stop, wipe those tears. Don't really care who killed that noise. You need to chill. You just another side chick. Probably shouldn't blow up my phone. Shouldn't blow up my phone. You just another side chick. I'll call you girl when I'm all alone. You just another side chick. Probably just drive you to the game. You just another side chick. I don't even remember your name. Look at me. Know your place, baby, so you don't gotta get put into it. You dig what I'm saying? It's that simple. Just play your role, and everything else will fall in place, I swear.
orgy is on IG. You're following. My balls in your hand, you're fondling. I heard that you do some swallowing. When it comes in your mouth, you're gargling. In the two-piece thong, you're modeling. I don't bag a shorty, I'm bottling. When I shake you up, you're hollering. That body got me hot and bothering. You're curvy. A porn star like me is pervy. That ass can never hurt me, but I'll treat it like Demolition Derby, like Herbie from Disney. My dick will make you dizzy. Don't act like you're so prissy. I know you're thotty with that body. Carousel, spin your body like a carousel. Spin it round and round and round just like a carousel. Move your body like a carousel. Move it round and round and round just like a carousel.
I don't kiss and tell. He loves 16 and fan mail. XOXO, kiss your face, put it in your mouth. Bet you wanna taste. Sit down, nigga, put you in your place. This bitch is raw, yeah, straight lace. Hit him with the money sign emoji face. He mad thirst, it's cash first. Need 100,000 in my purse. Cash red bottoms and Chanel shirts. Dolce and Gabbana. I'm the Black Madonna. Dripping in designer. On Wall Street and Prada. All about my guala. Trip 100, better follow.
Carousel, spin your body like a carousel. Spin it round and round and round just like a carousel. Move your body like a carousel. Move it round and round and round just like spin a carousel. On the pole like J-Lo, move on the pole like Cardi. If you have a curvy body, we'll have a carousel party. Make that pussy pop like Nia Lee. Give me some top like Cherry Lee. Oh, what a night for pure dynamite. So happily is Mike or G.
Make that pussy pop like Cardi B. Megan Thee Stallion with rubber knees. We turned up and partying. It's True 100, I'm on IG.
Carousel, spin your body like a carousel. Spin it round and round and round just like a carousel. Move your body like a carousel. Move it round and round and round just like a carousel.
Please pray for me.
Yo, we back. Yo, carousel.
Hey.
I could spin on a carousel.
All
Where
right.
your girl at? I know she well.
That was next up.
I got balls and I don't even know what to
Okay.
say.
Okay.
I don't
So
know what
we
to say.
had who we had first? Apocalypse. Well, we had the bonus joint by Debonair, and we're gonna get more of Debonair on later on today. But we had Apocalypse with Belly of the Beast. We had Tracy Augustine with Side Chick. I like that song.
It had an oldie feel.
90s? 90s R&B?
Nah, like 80s.
Nah, no, 80s.
It's definitely 80s.
Nah.
It was definitely like a crossover between hip hop and R&B. Yeah.
Like a Joe or?
Nah, definitely no. Nobody that actually
Don
made it.
Jones
My
or-
bad. Oh damn, did I just say that?
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna freaking hit you.
No, go ahead.
First of all, I thought the song was fire. I like it. And then I like
That's
Carousel.
why you're not an A&R.
You know what? I'm gonna hit you with something. I swear to God.
That's why you're not an A&R.
Then I like Carousel by Pure Dynamite. Pure Dynamite is a friend to the show. I'll definitely talk to him about some of your criticism.
It's just simple. You gotta make sure the outputs is good. What happens is that a lot of artists they forget about the mix and mastering part.
Yeah.
Just because you can record it, just because you can throw the hook on there, you can do whatever, you have to get it mixed and mastered because of something like that gets sent out. Just because of the output quality, it could be the hottest fucking track ever. They won't listen to it.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to turn it up and they're like, yo, I can't hear it, whatever.
She low, he high.
Right.
And vice versa.
It's like, I know if I turn up a track, if somebody sends me a track, if I want to turn it up, I need those 808s hitting so hard that shit vibrates my body. Or whatever. Those are the things that I need. I don't want to turn it up and I'm still struggling and the 808s and and everything else is just not where it
All
needs
over
to
the
be.
place.
It's just weird. Like the levels need to be right. Like I should have that shit turned up to 30 and I'll be rocking.
Blowing your ears out.
Yeah. Look, if anybody that know me from the late 90s, early 2000s, the systems in my cars used to hit so hard you could hit me for 3-4 blocks.
Speaking of which, because a lot of people don't know who you are.
I'm Prophet Pete.
Okay, Prophet.
From the streets. I got balls. I go hard.
Okay. All right. So now, Prophet, you are also the owner of WEMS Radio.
The producer of all the shows.
The
DJ, the engineer, the jack of all trades, master of all.
Master of all.
Yo, when you say master of none, that's just kind of whack. Like there's a lot of shit I mastered in my life.
He has every job.
Yo, man, listen. I used to teach. I used to fix cars. I used to diagnose electrical problems. I've done electrical work, construction, tattoo, licensed tattoo artist, mind you. Owned a tattoo shop with my beautiful significant other. My ride or die. I'm the shotgun, she's the shotgun shell. Fuck with me, it ain't gonna end well.
Oh my God.
Cause look,
I
would tell you this. I got bars though. What?
I'm gonna use that one.
Yo, I'm telling you though.
You got the shirts. You doing the
t-shirts.
Yeah.
I did. That's why I still do shirts here and there.
The coquito.
The coquito.
That you haven't brought.
I haven't done none this year. Waterhead coquito. There's a reason why they call it waterhead. So you take a negative into a positive. Like anybody that's ever seen me, I got a big ass head. So back in the days, my brother-in-law used to call me. He said I had a waterhead because my shit was big. So I'm like, all right, my nigga, I'm gonna show you what a waterhead does, nigga, because that means that my brain is big too, and I am a lot smarter than you dumbass motherfucker.
Okay.
But,
oh my God.
Nah, but it's okay. He can't beat me anyway. I ain't worried about it. So, I use the name. I actually got a logo, crazy, funny logo too, because it's big ass head me, and then little body is funny. But I do a lot. And I don't believe in standing still, being stagnant. I need to see change. If shit's not moving a certain way, I kind of got to move it. It's just what it is.
So you've seen people come and go, and you've seen a lot good and bad. What is it about this industry that keeps you hungry?
The potential of the money I can make. And since I was young, I never really wanted to work for nobody. Yeah, I have a 9 to 5, but it's not something I ever really wanted to do. So I have the willingness and the readiness to be able to move independent outside of a job. For a long time, I didn't have anybody that in my corner that understood that I didn't have to go to work to make money. It was, no, you have to be secure. Follow what you was taught in school. Get an education, get a job, work for 40 years, and fucking die with half of your salary while you sitting there miserable in a fucking rocking chair. I've never understood that. And for me, it's, they tell you things. If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. This is the stuff that they taught us in school for years. They taught our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents. For generations, they taught us how to be that person that helps the wealthy remain wealthy. While we sit there, we sacrifice our time and our life and everything else. Just yesterday, I was listening to Reverend Jackson on the radio, and he's talking about how the black and brown community student debt is so freaking high, and when they get out of school, they can't even afford to pay their student loans. There was a lady on there that said that they were garnishing $30,000 of her yearly salary a year to pay back a student loan for a job that couldn't even compensate
Yeah.
her for what she was educated in.
Mhm.
And this is what we teach our kids to this day. Get up, go to school, get a job, continue to do this, work for whoever, and be complacent.
So what about people who say you're not allowed to dream? You're not supposed to dream. Dreaming, you could dream when you go to sleep.
That's when you hit them with the virtual bullet and be like, you dead to me. Blow. And that's it. It's over. Like, don't even talk to me no more. I'm sorry. Like, we're not on the same page. We're not reading out the same book. You go over there, you do what you do, I'm going to do what I do here. And that's it. If you're not with it, let me sit here and dream big by myself. Somehow, some way, somebody told Pee Wee Herman his little masturbating ass on 42nd Street could make it big and call himself Pee Wee and have a playhouse. He believed in that shit. And he did it. From the person that sat there and drew Bugs Bunny or sat there and drew Marvin the Martian. Like, you sit there and you look at these things, these visions, these dreams turn into visions, turn into something concrete that other people can see. Look at Marvin the Martian. That is one of the most simplistic Warner Brother characters. That motherfucker don't even got a face.
Just eyes.
Just eyes. But somehow, he's one of the most, I find him to be hilarious as a cartoon character. So, there's so many things when you have this vision, you have to go with it. Not everybody's going to see what you see. Not everybody sees what you see through your eyes. It's my vision. I can expect you to see it. So you know what? If you don't want to see it, you can sit down over there. You can watch me. Just like you watch TV. And you can either be entertained or you can be disappointed. Whatever. You can change the channel. Get up. Don't even talk to me no more. At this point in my life, I really don't care.
So what do you see as far as the station? Where do you see what's next?
Man.
Or what's next for Prophet Pete?
Well, Prophet Pete is doing some shit. I'm about to take over the world with a shotgun and a Beretta.
Oh my God.
And fuck it. If I gotta be a one-man show, like, shit, I told myself to DJ just a couple of months ago. So, fuck it. I can sit there, DJ, engineer, fucking do backspins on the back wall, and talk shit on the mic. So, what up? I'm ready. Look at Dave Chappelle. Look at how In Living Color started. Like, it was all these people too, this bunch of brothers and a couple of friends putting together little skits, and it's all of them doing different skits and different things. Fuck it, I do it too.
You gotta wear multiple hats.
Because unfortunately, as black and brown people, one income is not sufficient for us.
Facts.
We need 3, 4, 5 jobs just to actually stay relevant in this world. Otherwise, you end up under the bridge. Here in New York, we got 21 bridges in New York. I still haven't seen the movie, but just knowing the commercial for the movie, we got 21 fucking bridges in New York. I could name probably 4 or 5. I don't know about no 21. But here in New York, you don't see the homeless like you do in other areas. But the people that live here, the conditions that they live in are basically borderline homeless anyway, because they can't afford to live anyplace else but where they are at the moment. They live in
They're the working poor, basically.
And, you know, there's always that saying, you know, in New York, you work to live. No, you live to work, but you don't work to live. Because you go to work every day just so you can pay your rent, just so you can put food on the table, just so you can say, okay, I got breathing room for 2 days. And that's it.
Have you found that it's easy to dream here in New York? Because, you know, New York back in the day used to be the spot where everybody has to be. Like, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And I don't know if that's so true anymore.
I think the only reason why they said that is because there's not too many places like New York that are around the clock, live and going. Like, you have a day life, you have a night life here. There is no, the city shuts down. You're going to find a store, you're going to find a club, you're going to find an establishment open, 24-hour bodegas, 24-hour pharmacies, 24 hours.
Pizzeria.
Everything is 24. Like there's a lot of things that are 24 hours. And when you go to other places, you're kind of confined to that. What is it? Like maybe 8 to maybe 6 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock the most. 10 o'clock, everything is shut down in the town. But where people forget, where in the old days, all we had was those towns that shut down.
Mhm.
We have the internet now. The
Mhm.
internet never sleeps. You can make, the first time I ever made money while I was sleeping, I was like, yo, this is the shit. And I don't even sleep that much. So to fucking sleep for like 2 hours and wake up and have money, I was like, wow, this is what's up.
Okay. So basically, your dreams are wherever
I have
you are.
dreams of fucking an R&B chick.
Oh my God! Please.
Right? What song was that from?
Biggie.
That was Biggie?
Yeah.
Was it Biggie? Yeah. Dreams of fucking an R&B chick. Now, R&B chicks, they don't do certain things because they want to sing.
Okay.
All right.
You know what? Let's get into Venus versus Mars on that one.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a scenario. You already know how Venus versus Mars go. I mean, because y'all have lost enough time. The men have. So.
And Kim is a thought advocate. So
I am not a thought advocate. However,
she has thought tendencies.
No, I don't.
All her friends do.
Okay.
Some shit like that.
All right. Well,
somehow.
You and your best friend. I'm not going to say your best friend's name, but let's just say it's you and your best friend.
Me and my best friend.
You go to your best friend and you're like, best friend, why don't you settle down? Get yourself a nice chick. Move somewhere. Have a couple of kids. Give me a couple of god kids. And be chilling. Then your best friend turns to you and say, well, best friend, I like variety pussy.
That's cool.
I don't want to just have one. I want to have as many as possible. This one is helping me to build up my credit. This one over here cooks real well. This one over here got knowledge of self. I like them all. What would you say?
Oh, that's easy. First off, I ain't gonna tell a nigga to settle down and give me some god kids. Cause I ain't taking care of no other nigga kids no more.
God.
Right? You got yours, I got mine. When you fuck up, I don't know. But as far as him liking to be with a variety of women, there's probably a underlying situation that happened that causes him not to want to be with just one person, which is fine. It is what it is. Hey, look, if you still hurting from whatever your situation was, and my best friend, I know his situation. Nigga tried the marriage shit. Both those shits went left. Extra left, critical left. So I ain't going to tell him to get into a situation that's going to get him back into something like that. As far as one helping him that helps him with his credit, I'll be like, yo, I need her to check my finances.
My God.
Help me out.
Why does this got to be to your benefit? This is his
Nah,
girl.
I
one of his girls.
But I'm saying if she gonna help my nigga out, like, yo, you my brother, so it's like, what up? She got to hook up the family too. Like, yo, can you let me know how I can get this negative shit off my credit? Cause I'm trying to buy this mansion next week. You know? The one that cook, I don't know. There ain't too many women out there that cook too well anymore.
That's not true.
It is true. No, if you really think about it, over time, it hasn't been being able to survive, being able to cook, being able to do certain things. Many women nowadays have turned to, I am going to focus on my exterior appearance. I am going to worry about snatching my waist, growing my hips, and get stability in the way due to optical stimulation. So there is no need for me to cook. I'm going to sit there and burn a grilled cheese in the kitchen, but while I'm standing at that stove, dude mouth is going to be watering because I'm going to be in my boy shorts and my butt cheeks are hanging out. That's just the way that it is.
Okay, but your best friend doesn't have that situation.
Look, if he wants variety, if he got variety, There is one of those situations. Because there's that one chick that he got standing at the stove that burned everything. But she can make the right butt cheek go up and the left butt cheek stay down and alternate and fucking gyrate what she is doing.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it is what it is.
All right, so now let's flip it. Your bestie is a girl.
I tell her the same shit. Yo, that nigga can stay hard. You got the nigga that fix your credit. Tell that nigga to hook me up. Yo, like, it's the same thing. If this is what you want, this is what you like, I ain't going to tell you that that's what you shouldn't be doing. Just do it.
Would you judge her?
For what? This is my peoples. I love you regardless or not. Like, regardless of anything, I'm still going to rock with you.
So you don't consider someone like that a thought, a hoe, or this or that?
Look, when it comes to that whole thought and whole shit, all right. There's a thin line between doing what you're doing and being a hoe or a thought. Now,
you act like there's an algorithm to that.
There's an algorithm to everything. Do you realize that
you hear this, Jay?
That there is a scientific explanation according to a man to everything that happens in the world? 1 + 1 = 2. That's the way it works. For men, it's a science. For women, it's emotions. So, but it's true.
I don't know if I agree with that.
And if you're a female that can focus more on the scientific side, you got a little more testosterone, and you waxing your beard every couple of days. I'm just saying, it just happens that way. There's a scientific factor for men. So it's, if you fucking for money, you will hold you a thought.
Okay, but
if you're doing certain things to get your bills paid, or you doing certain things to where people gotta pay to spend time with you, then yes, you on that thought or whole side. And this is for a man or a female. This is not just a female thing. It's a man or female.
Okay, but what if they present it to you this way? Everybody ain't gonna do the same things. This dude might eat it better. This might know how to do this better. Whatever the case may be. You know, if you
motherfucker might fry some good chicken.
If you pick a little something out of everybody, you would pretty much have the perfect person.
All right, so you have all those niggas in the house.
What? No, they can't
Why
all be in
not?
the house.
Why not?
That's nasty. Ain't nobody doing
How
that.
is that nasty?
That's that R. Kelly shit.
It is what it is, though.
Is it working for him?
It's because he got fucking 50 women and none of them know how to cook.
Why does it gotta come down to cooking?
Because I told you, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you can't fucking feed me, I am not stable. So guess what?
Go to jail.
It ain't working. You gotta go.
Okay.
Look, you don't got. I know how to cook myself. I don't need someone to feed me. But if I'm working 20 hours a day, I want to at least be able to come home and know that there might be some edible food when I walk in that door. If I gotta walk in the door with fucking fast food bags every night, it ain't working. It ain't working. And if you sat there and plugged in fast food versus groceries, the algorithm will tell you that it's cheaper to cook.
Is the algorithm?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Algorithm to cooking.
Algorithm to cooking. Yo, if you sat there and you ate out 5 days a week, it's probably gonna cost you anywhere from $200 to $300, right? If you spent $300 on groceries, you're eating for at least a month, depending on what you bought and if you did it the right way. So why would I want to be buying food out? Then you gonna want me to take you out. Then you gonna want me to give you money to do your hair. Like right now, you fucking up my whole status quo. I can't come up because you don't cook. So if you ain't cooking,
wait, maybe
I ain't looking.
Okay, but maybe that's.
I got balls. You heard that shit?
Maybe it's the way you came at her in the beginning. Maybe you came at her like, don't worry about it, Mom. I got you. I'm going to take care of you. You ain't got to worry about this, that, and the other. So now you done got with her. You in the house and she ain't cooking because you said you had her. When you met her, you was taking her out here, there.
That was
everywhere.
before we had fucking kids, the white picket fence and the
it.
red door.
You gotta keep the romance.
Man, fuck all that bullshit. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you this: it take more than love to keep a relationship going, and it take more than romance too. And if you're not willing to sacrifice, the shit ain't gonna last, and that's it. It's real talk. If you ain't sacrificing nothing, if you ain't giving something up, if you not gonna stop doing the things that you love to make what you loving at home work, the relationship is gone.
But if that's what you came at her with in the beginning, how is she supposed to accept when you change and you decide, you know what, now we at this point, I want to build, and you gotta stop spending. We can't keep eating now.
Well, guess what? If you don't understand that, then you ain't the one for me. It's just that simple. Because if I started with you in the playground, we was playing in the sandbox, and we done graduated to the fucking swings and the jungle gym, and you talk about you want to go back to the sandbox, then guess what? Stay your ass in the fucking sandbox, because I'm too tall to fucking sit in the sandbox, and my legs is hanging out, and I'm elbowing niggas while they walking by. I can't do it no more. I done grew past that stage in my life. Why should I stay in the sandbox playing games when I'm trying to grow up?
Yeah, but the next girl you meet, will you have learned your lesson, or you gonna do the same shit and she thinking we could all be in the sandbox chilling?
Nah, we ain't even see the next girl. We ain't even starting off in the sandbox.
Where y'all starting off?
There is no sandbox because I don't. How the fuck I'm going to the sandbox? I don't even fit in the shit.
Yeah, but
you can see, you can physically see me. Does it look like I fit in the fucking sandbox?
But when you graduate, obviously things graduate with you. Your wants and your needs graduate as well.
Right.
Yeah, but that person might have expectations. When you graduate, you got expectations. When you graduate from college, you got expectations of a better job, right?
And you done fucked up because you went to school and listened to the man telling you that when you went to school, you was going to get a better job, but you was broke on top of broke. You was broke when you went in, now you super broke when you got out.
Broke forever.
Broke forever. So, what's the difference? I know my expectations. I want a girl with extensions in the ear, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude.
Y'all gotta pray for me.
I know a good
pray for me.
She could walk
I should have thought about this.
Street slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing, standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. I'm just saying, yo, you said at the bus stop sucking on a lollipop, you got bamboo earrings and extensions, you popping. But I already know that when I walk up to you, the shit that's coming out your mouth is going to turn me off. Because I am to a point in my life, if I can't hold a conversation with you, it ain't going nowhere. You talking about, hi, daddy? What we doing? We ain't doing shit, bitch.
Wait a minute! But you gave up time!
Yo, Papa's out of control.
I just thought that when she opened her mouth, she's going to say something intellectual. Talking about, I'm waiting for this bus because I'm on my way to this job interview or some shit. And she don't work at Popeyes selling chicken out the back. All right? I'm just saying. It just be like that sometimes.
All right. So, let's get into another topic that you and I discussed this week.
Oh. Dots, and more dots.
Whatever. So, your bestie. Is in Baltimore.
He's a hoe.
No, he's not.
He probably isn't, but I'm just going to say it anyway. He's a hoe.
Your bestie is in Baltimore, and let's just
that you're a
let's
hoe.
just say you go to visit him.
Yes.
And, you got family down there, so y'all all hang out. Next thing you know, your bestie is smashing the cuz.
Oh, that's cool.
No, that's not cool. What's wrong with you?
Look.
Did we just have this conversation a couple of hours ago?
Yes, and I told you, you should mind your goddamn business.
No.
It don't got nothing to do with you.
No.
Why you sitting there worrying about
Because when they fall out, whose fault is it going to be?
It's their fault.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
It's your fault.
Nope.
Because it's your friend, and you had your friend down there with fam.
There's an algorithm to this shit too, right?
There you go.
You sit there, you be like, yo,
Let's break this down.
you sure you want to do what you doing? Because you know how my man get down. And he be like, yeah, but you know, he just makes me laugh. I'm be like, okay, I'm gonna go to my man. Yo, my nigga, you know how my cousin get down. You sure you with this? Yeah, my dude. I'm like, all right, don't say nothing to me later. And when they come and the shit go left, right, upside down, all over,
it's your fault.
Nope, I'm gonna be like, I told y'all motherfuckers y'all should have thought about it before y'all did it. Now, y'all deal with that shit, because I don't want you talking to me about her, and I don't want you talking to me about him, so that's it. So either y'all gonna fix it, or y'all gonna do whatever, but I'm still doing me.
But then you lost a friend.
How did I lose a friend?
Because it's your fault.
I didn't fuck her.
It don't matter.
And I didn't fuck him either. So it's shit that, like, I'm just saying, like, I had nothing to do with it. You grown people making grown folks decisions. If you making decisions and you choosing to sleep with somebody or be with somebody or do something with somebody, and the shit go left, it's nobody's fault but your own when it does go left. So you got nobody to blame. If you won't blame me.
You brought your friend around the fam.
So what? They could have bumped into the motherfucker walking at the bus stop sucking on a lollipop.
But that would have been different.
How would it have been different?
Because it would have took you off the hook.
No, because I'd be like, yo, you know that's my cousin, right? He's like, oh, that's that cousin, right? Because I'm just saying, if it's that cousin, if it's my best friend and it's my cousin, and if my close cousin know about my best friend and my best friend know about my cousin. So there's nothing to talk about. Either way, once I tell you, oh, that's my cousin.
I've seen this go south before.
It's okay.
Many times.
So what?
It's not okay. This is your best friend.
And you know what? Best friend got her own thoughts and her own mind and gonna make her own goddamn decisions. So you know what? When the shit does go left, it go left. And you can either be there to pick up the pieces.
Nope.
Or be like, I told you so.
You gotta end it in the beginning.
No, you can't do that.
Yes.
Yo, you know what that's like? Telling a kid they can't go buy candy at the store and they got $5 in their pocket, but they walk to school by themselves.
I didn't allow certain people who were born on Halloween to go trick or treating.
And you fucked up.
What? Candy's bad for you.
Candy's bad for you.
I'm just saying.
You know what? Your problem is you want to control situations.
Oh.
No, but that's exactly what it is. You want to control the outcomes of situations, but you have no control over anything. There's a lot of things that I don't get upset over that I really don't pay no mind to, and people really don't understand why I react to things a certain way, and it's because I know from jump I don't have control over whatever goes down. I don't got control over what other people say. I don't got control over what other people do. I get up and I do me. If I decide I want to act like an asshole today, I control that. If I want to be a good guy, I control that. But if you walk in here and I'm being nice to you and you want to be an asshole, I can't do nothing about that. Because you determined that when you walked in the door, you was going to be an asshole. So if chemistry that was born on Halloween decided he wanted to eat a fucking piece of candy, and I could tell you, in probably 19 years on this earth, 19, somewhere around there, close to that, I could tell you there was one motherfucking birthday that he ate a piece of candy that he didn't tell you about, and you said candy was bad, but he had a piece of candy. And you know what? He was like, you can't stop me from having this piece of candy. Just like your cousin and your best friend talking about, I'm going to get this dick and I'm going to get that pussy, and that's it. Ain't nothing you going to say that's going to stop me from doing it. So get over it, and ain't nothing, and that's it.
I'm going to stop it tonight.
I wish you luck. Let me know how it doesn't work.
It's going to work.
I'm telling you.
It's going to work.
I'm telling you it don't work.
It's gotta work.
Because when you tell somebody they can't do something, they want to do it more.
This is
How about
bad
you
for
tell
business.
them, yo, you know what? Y'all should really do that and advocate that shit.
No.
And then they're going to be like, why she advocating shit? Nah, something up. Then they might think a little different. But how about you do a little reverse psychology? You know that shit's in a book. There's an algorithm for that shit too.
Oh my God, I bet there is.
That's the word of the night. Algorithms. If you don't know what an algorithm is, pick up a book.
Prophet, that's not gonna work.
I'm telling you, I don't know what to tell you. Stop trying to be in control and just go with the flow. And a lot of women want to be in control and control situations they cannot. You decided to have me in front of a mic today.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Right, you wanted to be in control. You see how well that went.
Well, right? I am somewhat. I'm asking the questions.
You have, but you can't control what I respond.
Oh my gosh.
No matter what you say, I'm not going to see it your way.
No, you're not.
Duh.
Okay, so because you're not helping me with my cousin's situation.
I'm not. Yo, cuz. Deep stroke that shit, bro. Wait, your cousin's a guy or a girl?
It's a guy.
It's a guy.
You don't need to be encouraged.
Yo, lift the left leg up, put that shit on your shoulder, and fucking just drop it in. Bow! It'll be over. And if I'm not mistaken, the best friend is looking for some so, you know.
You're just making it worse.
I'm just saying.
Just make it worse. Why not?
Yo, you gonna be the plug, literally, nigga, because you plugging it up.
Oh my God. I definitely can't have them together anymore.
Yes, you can. Oh, shit.
So with that being said, I got some questions. I want to get into most influential because Lord knows I can't come to you.
Lord knows. Wait, there was a song.
No
Lord knows.
friend or no relationship information and advice. You always give the wrong advice.
Lord knows. I don't give the wrong advice. It's just people don't listen to my advice, but it's all right. It's just, you don't listen. I don't give a fuck. You don't want to listen. I don't care. It's your life. You ask me a question, I answer it. You either going to go with what I say, or you're not going to go with what I say. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to get up and go the fuck home, and get up in the morning and go to work, and get off of work and come to the station and check on my kids to make sure they're all right. So, anything outside of that, I really don't give a fuck.
Okay, so Mr. Prophet.
Yes. Who's most influential?
All right.
Give you some artists that you don't even know about.
Oh no, don't do that.
So like coming up, no. Coming up, who influenced you the most? Before I get into the people I want to ask you about.
All right. In the music industry or just in general?
Actually, you know what? In general, because
right.
I know you got your hands in a lot of things. So.
All right. So, growing up, the people that influenced me the most, and this might sound corny, but it was my moms and my pops.
Really?
Yeah, because my mother was a hustler. My pops was a hustler. Like, they worked, they bust their ass, they did whatever they needed to do to make sure that we had what we needed. So, growing up, my mom's work, I was the oldest. It was, I had to learn how to cook at a young age. It was, yo, you got to take care of your own. You got to be able to do X, Y, Z. They taught me to survive. They allowed me to get in certain situations, but I always knew that they was there. If the shit went super left, they was coming through. I did some things when I was a young kid, and you know, I grew up in Spanish Harlem. According to my mother, I knew all the crackheads because I always came home with a bike because I didn't feel like walking, so I would steal bikes to come back from downtown and come back uptown. And when she asked me where the bike came from, I said I bought it from a crackhead for $3. You know, because
you can't possibly know the same crackhead and get.
I knew a whole bunch of them, different crackheads. She was like, it was the same crackhead. No, ma, it was a different crackhead, and she knew I was lying. But you know what? But when it came to I had the wrong stolen bike, and the situation got out of hand. My mom's pulled up because she from Brooklyn. She was like, "What up? What's going on?" God. I'm telling you. And my pops pulled up. It was like, nah, you ain't fucking with my son. But everybody knew when I was growing up, that's Pistol Pete's son. Don't fuck with that nigga. Or his brother. Or his sister. Or none of them. And that's the way it was. So I got to come across a lot of things growing up that I probably wouldn't have witnessed if it wasn't for my parents. But it made me the man that I am today.
Do you tell them that? Did you tell them that?
Yeah, they know that shit. I talk to my parents about everything.
Okay, so musically.
Musically, I would say what changed my life and probably turned me into the person that I am when it comes to listening to music was, you had Nice and Smooth, you had Nas, you had fucking Busta Rhymes, you had Leaders of the New School, Tribe Called Quest, where those were actually entertainers, where they entertained you, when they stepped up and they presented their music, you didn't know what you was going to get. So it was, you have an upbeat and then a slow tempo, and different people in the group would change up. You always had, I guess you would say, the yin and the yang of the song, because you had two people of the opposite sides of the spectrum together in one group.
I never thought about it like that.
If you think about it, growing up, we had Kid and Play, right?
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Yo, for real, but
I was just listening to that on the way here.
Yo, but it's crazy because if you look at the movies, you had the white and the black kid, and they were together, and they were doing things, and it was okay to dance. It was okay to do different things. It was okay to just be yourself. Everybody had their images. You had NWA. You had Ice Cube, Ice-T. You had all these guys. You had the gangster rappers. You had the party rappers. You had just a little bit of everything. So I was influenced by all of them. And then with hip-hop starting where it started, being in the middle of it, is the culture just hits you real different. It really does. So this new music, I just be like, huh? I'm about to start rapping because since I can't control what they put out, at least I could put something out. I could put Hot 16 on something. Yo, if there's any producers out there that got a beat for me, send that shit to me. It's Prophet at WEMS Radio. Just send me some beats. Cause I got those bars for you.
Not at all.
You don't even know.
No.
See, you never heard me spit.
No.
I be spitting.
No.
I be spitting in my
Please,
sleep.
God, no. Anyway, let's get into some more most influential.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
So
beatbox, bring that shit back.
Okay, so who do you think is most influential, Rough Riders or State Property? Let's see who you're more loyal to.
Well, you got Yonkers and you got Philly. It's weird because I would definitely say Rough Riders. Only because Philly rappers, they talk the real gutter, the real hard shit. They real like gritty. All of them look gritty. They niggas look like they haven't taken a bath in weeks. All of them. All of them, for real. If you ever look at them, they just look like they was in a trap house all week. Now, they all literally have that same tone, that Meek Mill's tone. A lot of them got that tone. Where Rough Riders provided different levels to the shit. They were able to give you different outlooks.
Because of the different artists.
Right. So, even when...
I don't think there was any girls on State Property, right?
No. And then you got Beanie Siegel, you had Freeway. Who else you had? Like, those are the ones that you...
Somebody else, and then you had PD Crack. There was a couple of them.
Look, they made a couple of movies. State Property 1, State Property 2, and it was about selling drugs and trying to be a kingpin and doing all that shit. And fucking Beanie Siegel with his fat ass. And his dirty t-shirt. If it wasn't for him rapping, he probably would never got no ass. I'm just saying.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Okay, so I got a question for you because I have this debate quite often. Who's most, well, I can't say most influential because I already know the answer to that. Who's better at rapping? Bean or Jay?
We talking about Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Oh. Jay-Z. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I disagree. That's a hard
You could disagree.
I think the delivery,
How many classics? How
not
many?
About that.
But being most influential to who? See, because when you look at the music and the demographics, yeah, if I want to talk to all the niggas that like standing on the corner and don't do nothing and sitting there and wheeling bikes back and forth down the block and selling drugs, then yeah, all right, yeah, Beanie was most influential because he taught me how to stay where I was in my life. Where Jay-Z sits there and from album to album to album elevates himself and tells you how you could do shit different. But if you want to be a nigga, then yeah, you going to listen to Beans.
But as far as bar for bar.
Nah. No. Beans is good, but he ain't that good.
I want to know who's in your playlist. Because right now, this is sounding real crazy.
I don't know why. Because one of the people that went up against Beans was Jadakiss. And Jadakiss killed Beans all the time.
I don't know about that. All right, so okay. No, cause I'm a Jadakiss fan. However, I just feel like under the right situation, Beans would be in a much better place right now.
Beans is uncontrollable. You can't control Beans. That's why Beans is still in the situation that he's in. Nigga want to stay true to people that are not true to him. It's easy to stay in the hood. It's real easy to stay in the hood. The hardest part is to walk away from the hood and be great. So he'd rather be mediocre and stay where he at. Where he at? He's still in Philly. He's still doing the same shit.
Well, he's
still on the same block.
Mental health issues.
Right, because he was sipping on that scissor in Philly. So this shit fucked him up. Right? But if he would have went a different route and did shit different and they had a clothing line, state property, nigga, you promoting being a fucking victim of jail. State property. Yo, where my state property shit? Yo, we gonna put some numbers on the back. You inmate 44238. Come on. But Jay-Z put out the 444 album telling you how to do shit different. And yo, remember, it doesn't matter if you a nigga, if you a house nigga or a field nigga, you still a nigga. So do it your way. It's a, I'm selling you $1 million shit for $9.99. Where did Beans do any of that shit? Who is he influencing? The hood? The ghetto? I don't promote that life.
I just think that under the right guidance, things would have went differently.
Who? Everybody that he was around that was guiding him are billionaires. And that nigga got mental health issues right now. You know why? Because the nigga went to the ghetto doctor.
Oh God. I don't agree with that. But what we can do.
What can we do?
We can go on to the next one. All right. Dipset.
Oh, I didn't just say Dipset already.
Nope. Or Cash Money. It ain't Dipset.
It.
Yeah.
Well,
most influential.
Most influential. Dipset from Harlem. So.
Yeah. I knew you was gonna be biased.
I'm gonna be biased. Like, I went to school with Cameron. Fucking Jim Jones was down the block. Damon Dash, all of them right there.
But that don't make them most influential.
So who was it again?
Cash Money.
Cash Money?
Yeah, Papa. You gotta give it up to Cash Money.
No, Cash Money did some things. They brought stuff to the industry that was different. They brought their own sound, their own music, and all that. But Baby fucked up a lot of Cash Money shit.
And that was my next question, as far as bosses is concerned. And we can go Dr. Dre, Jermaine Dupri, Birdman. We could even go Irv Gotti, Dame Dash, coming through Diddy. Who is most influential? I'm talking about made men who came
Diddy.
in this industry.
I would say Diddy. You know why?
Even over Master P?
Master P put a lot of people on, but it never continued. Diddy,
But for himself, he's like, forget about it. He's
well, for him, yeah, he makes a lot of money. He set the trend for a lot of things, but a lot of people following Diddy footsteps. There's a lot of people
Diddy
out
made
there.
The blueprint.
Diddy was putting out alcohol and doing all that stuff, and then everybody else started doing it. So Diddy was the one that was the party promoter when he started out. He was the intern. He was this. He was that. Like he started at the bottom. Some of these guys started off as rappers and didn't know what it was to work from the bottom up. So it's a difference. It's a difference. So, yo, chemistry, can you open that door? Thank you. So Diddy definitely, I would say, Diddy was the first one to do shit on TV. He might not.
Kim, right here. The yellow, the
yeah.
orange door. The next one.
He wasn't the one to sit there, and Master P was the first one making movies. Like you had the shit with the cell phones. Got the hookup.
Yeah.
Got the hookup. Yeah, they was bootleg movies, but he started it. He did.
That one. Is anybody there? I'm sorry.
He did different things and shit like that.
All the way straight.
So Diddy, I think, laid the blueprint for a lot of these people to be successful. Diddy does monumental things. People chase Diddy more than they chase anybody else. You ain't chasing Birdman. Birdman did a lot of shit. Birdman even fucked his son out of shit. Supposedly, allegedly. Old Lil Wayne, $3 million, told me I ain't giving you your money, and then everybody doing stuff outside of that. So it's and if you look at all of them, Master P focused more on his son and himself than he did others. And as you go down the line, Diddy has built more careers with longevity and allowed them to grow and be independent from him, but he's still getting the bag from them. Because look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross is still signed to Bad Boy. He's still getting money off of him. But he got made back music.
Right.
So Diddy eating off of that too.
So Diddy, as far as made men, as far as bosses is concerned, is the most influential to you.
Yep. And what was that show? The last one he had. It was
Khaled.
Yeah. What's the name of that show?
Something The Four.
The Four.
Oh yeah.
That right there is like, that's some real street gangster. Yo, I'm calling you out. Let's do this. Gang shit. On mainstream TV. I'm taking your seat, bro. It's like I'm taking your corner. I'm coming to your house and I'm telling you, I'm coming for you. And we gonna do this shit right here. Bring it.
You bring it to the streets every time.
Because the streets mimics real life. People think there's a division between the two. There isn't. If I owned a business and I made money, I'm taking my money and I need to re-up. If I'm on the streets and I'm selling drugs, I need to save my money to re-up. And if I'm a white collar dude and I want to kill a competition, I'm going to kill a competition. I'm going to kill all the people that come for me. The only thing is that we do the shit different. They do it on paper, we do it with bullets. What's the difference? There is no difference.
Okay. So, we got to bring our show to the close. Kim Dynasty, WEMS Radio. So, with that being said, do you have any shout-outs?
Shout out to my shotgun show. I know you there. I always keep you loaded. I just never want to pull that trigger because if I let you loose, oh my gosh. Oh, it'll be bad for everybody. Love you, babe.
That's it?
That's it. What the fuck?
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to, again, Alter Ego Salon. Charlene, thank you for having me. Shout out to all the vendors that was there. Shout out to Debonair, Durgavelli, of course. D, who's up next. What else did I do? Let me see. I did Germany. Shout out to Ghostface. Shout out to Trifecta 718. Shout out to Daniela, who was holding me down from Miami. And that's it. Shout out to Cash Out Only for being here with me.
And shout out to WEMS Radio for providing these platforms, even for the bird ass motherfuckers that think they really got it.
Oh my God.
You need to stay in your pocket because I'll come for you. You heard? Chlamydia pics.
With
telling you.
That being said, there's space available at this station if you're interested. If you want to just come up and try it out, definitely hit up Prophet in a DM at Prophet Radio _.
Prophet _radio _NY.
Or WEMS Radio.
WEMS _radio.
Okay. So, if you're interested, if you want to give it a shot, give it a try, see what it is to be a radio host, definitely hit Prophet up, and that's it. We out. Oh, can we close out with another one of Debonair's tracks?
You gotta tell me the other one so I can find it.
I sent you two.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta find it.
Or put his track on again, the one that you did have. Yes, you can, baby. Prophet, I want to thank you for being my guest tonight.
I don't know why.
You a pain in the ass.
I know. I get told that all the time.
Yeah. Giving off a vibe. I can't help but feel like something's off for real. I can deal without you by my side. You're the only thing and everything I need for real. If I hit you, babe, I know you down to ride. Can nobody tell me different? I'm in awe for real. Can we please just get it back? I miss the vibe. Shorty, love is all we need. That's how I feel for real. That's how